We're continuing our Berkshire County series tonight and talking to Pittsfield Mayor Daniel Bianchi to discuss the largest city in Berkshire County. Jim Madigan sat down with him at Hancock-Shaker Village to talk about this.
We, view ourselves as obviously a vacation area, but we are an old manufacturing center as well. We had a major plant here, General Electric, but we had a lot of smaller manufacturing companies in the area. And Pittsfield really views itself as part of the Berkshires, and we think of ourselves as a community of 130,000 people as opposed to just the city of Pittsfield when we think of the Berkshires. But we have an awful lot going on in Pittsfield. We still have a strong manufacturing presence here. The applied materials companies in Pittsfield employ a great number of people. They're doing very well, and we certainly do everything we possibly can to help them grow. Many of them were a spin-off from General Electric. Having said that, about the applied materials companies, we still have a large presence in the plastics industry and the resin industry with SABIC, which is Saudi Arabian Basic Industries. The old General Electric plastics plant is located here, and they employ about 900 people. And we have a significant General Dynamics plant that employs about 1,000 people, and they do some fascinating state-of-the-art technology in that facility. And as of this morning, we have our health systems, which is our largest employer. Berkshire Health Systems was just designated as one of the top 100 health service providers in the country. So we've got a lot going on here in the city of Pittsfield. In recent years, our cultural venues have really developed. The Colonial Theater, which was a 1903 performing vaudeville house, has been totally restored, and it is a great performing arts center now with terrific plays. And we have Barrington Stage, who's opened a second stage in Pittsfield to complement the main stage, which has been in operations now for about 6 years. And they do original plays as well as some of the great classics. And they get rave reviews from as far away as New York City. The New York Times did a terrific review of Barrington Stage last summer.
I know you'd love to talk the whole day on it.
I would.
I know you love your city. Let me ask you about something you've been working on, and I think it's coming about, and correct me if I get anything wrong, last year you were successful in getting a state grant to study the feasibility of developing a life sciences facility at the William Stanley Business Park.
Yep.
Where is that study at? Because that's really a kind of a cornerstone of what your thoughts and hopes are for the future of the city.
Exactly. We are finishing phase 1 of that study, and it's been very rewarding. While it's not quite complete yet, and while we are preparing to receive, and I'm sure we're going to receive a second grant to continue that feasibility study. The initial feasibility study is already, we've interviewed dozens of folks in the region, not just here in the city of Pittsfield, but a lot of the applied materials companies that are involved in the life science industry, making plastic parts that go into the operating setting. But we're also talking to a lot of the regional higher education facilities, even in New York State. And we have to date 14 people who have committed to become members of that Life Science Center, making a significant contribution to a yearly membership. And we're waiting to hear from others. So we are approaching a point when we feel very confident where we will receive a release of an earmark from the Life Science Center, which is a quasi-governmental organization that's empowered to invest $1 billion, that's $1 billion with a B, dollars in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And we'd like to make Pittsfield and Berkshire County the western capital of the life science capital of the world.
You said something fascinating when we talked before the cameras were rolling, and you said, we're out here kind of apart from the rest of the Commonwealth, and literally there is sort of a wall of mountains almost once you get a little west of the greater Springfield area, and then you come into Berkshire County and you come into Pittsfield, the center of it, and that separation does in some ways, it seems from your point of view, really do something positive for you.
I think it does a great thing for it. It almost forces us as a county to work closer together. And I know that there's counties in the eastern part of the state where communities right next to each other don't work together. And we do something a little bit different here. We're hopeful to attract business, and we are very aggressive attracting businesses to the Berkshires. Now, I'm the mayor of Pittsfield, but I realize that if one of the mills in Lee can be repurposed and redeveloped, that's going to have a great impact, not just in the town of Lee, but in the city of Pittsfield and throughout Berkshire County, because people will work there, but they will live in Pittsfield, and there will be spin-off business from any development of that size. Having said that, as you probably know, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has put out an RFP for the rail cars, the T rail cars, to be assembled here in Massachusetts. And we are very aggressive. The word we're getting from people in Boston is that we're doing something that many other parts of the Commonwealth aren't doing. We're working together. We've put together an incentive package, and we're out reaching out and talking to possible rail car manufacturers. And I'd like to think that we're having some success. I talked to Secretary Davies in Boston, and he said there's a real buzz with the effort that's going on in Pittsfield and the Berkshires. So we're doing a lot of good things to attract business, and we're working together as a community of 130,000 people, and I think that is a tremendous strength for the city of Pittsfield and all of the communities in Berkshire County.
Well, Mayor Dan Bianchi, Mayor of Pittsfield, thanks for spending some time with us, sir.
Thank you for having me.